there's one last setup that I need to do, and that is actually plug it in. So I have my extension cord, female end, and I don't plug it right into the male end. What I want to use this little wire holder, this little cord holder. And the way you use it is you take your extension cord, make a loop about 9, 10, 12 inches down, and what you do is you stick the loop through the flat side of the clip, and you kind of clip it into this little doodad here. And what that does, it doesn't really have to go in straight, it helps to look nice. What that does is that keeps the cord from pulling out. So if you extend too far and you pull the cord, it'll stop and it won't pop it out of here. It won't suddenly stop on you. And there we go. We're now plugged in and my cord is secure and we're ready to give it a shot. Plugged in, I have power. Now I'm ready to go. To start the Greenworks Dethatcher, it's a two-step process. Kind of hold in your hand, use one hand, press the button in, use your other hand, pull up the lever. There it is. Before we get going, we want to go ahead and make sure that our height adjustment is set. There are 3 heights on the Greenworks Dethatcher, and there's little instructions over here. Whatever number is down here, there's a 1, there's a 2, and a 3. Whatever number is down here is what you're set at. So right now I'm set at high on this tire, and I want to go to the other side tire and make sure as well. If I want to go ahead and change the setting, I simply pull it out, twist it. Now I am at the medium height. One more. I'm at the lowest height. So that means that the spindles are the closest to the ground at the low. Recommendation is to start at the highest height, pass your lawn, see how it does. If you need to go lower, go lower. If you don't, don't. So I'm going to pull this back out and I'm going to set it back to 3, highest. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. All right, so there we go. One pass by. You can see one pass. Started pulling up thatch right away. Piles of the stuff right away. That's amazing. Kind of scary as well. But it pulls it right up. There's no bag, so it just pulls it right out on the lawn. A nice little trail. But I will show you one spot. This is a low spot where I went ahead and I kind of pressed in and turned. You see there's actually some moss there, so there was really nothing. But I went ahead and scalped the ground. Oops. That's kind of okay for the most part because there's probably just moss and junk there anyway. So for reseeding, that would be wonderful. But I am on the highest setting, and I think I'm probably going to stay on the highest setting because my lawn is very bumpy, very hilly. It's kind of a mess. It's never been flattened professionally. So I'm going to stick on the high setting, probably start going back and forth, and we'll take a look and see what I do after about, I don't know, about 20 minutes of going back and forth. So here's what I have after, this is about my second rake through. I actually went over it once, raked up a small pile, put it away, used the mower, picked up some, and then I went ahead and manually raked all over again. What I ended up with, just for this area here, just on level 2. So that's pretty good, and I bet if I were to go over it again once, twice more, I'd probably get just as much, if not more. I'm a little hesitant to lower it down any longer than that. So first impressions, it moves really quickly, very easily. It's very light. As you can see, I was just kind of shooting down I was walking about as fast as I could go, almost holding it back sometimes. So that's kind of one pro. 2 pros, another good thing about this, it's nice and easy to pull up stuff. Look at all this stuff I pulled up, and this is just kind of the first time. I could see myself using it more than once, like once or twice a season easily. I'm not going to just use it once and then sell it. This is actually something I'm going to hang on to. I can see my lawn probably needs it. I can start to see a little bit of soil already, so that's pretty good. So again, it nice and light, moves fast. It's electric. It's very quiet. It's like a loud vacuum. No more than that. One of the cons is you can see cord management, going back and forth with cords, trying to make sure I don't run over the cord. That's kind of a problem, but otherwise it's pretty nice. The machine's still clean. The tines are still nice and brand new. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't last a long time. Picking up the grass is probably the hardest part of this whole thing. I used a mower. It didn't work real well. I used raking. Not a whole lot of fun. I have a chipper vac. A chipper vac would easily suck this stuff up. Just one pass of it and just pull it all up and I'd be ready to go. So chipper vacs helps, but raking is actually much easier. It was a very quick rake because all this stuff was already right on top, so I didn't have to like push down and grind it out. So overall, it's a pretty good investment. About 120 bucks on Amazon right now. The price bounces around a little bit depending upon season. Sometimes they're hard to find. I would not recommend getting a version of this with a bag. There's a Sun Joe, which is a different brand, that's got a bag on it. I wouldn't get the bag because you fill the bag up so quickly it's almost pointless. It really wouldn't be any good. It would just pull up so much grass and it pulls up so much of this stuff. It's just not worth it. So overall, a good investment. I would recommend grabbing one if you can. If your grass is kind of old and you have a lot of stuff in there, you're having a hard time putting down fertilizer or overseeding, a thatcher's the way to go. It's nice and fast, and honestly, it's kind of fun.